What if I told you? There is a figure in the Bible who breaks every law of nature. A man with no father, no mother, no family tree. No beginning, and no end. Impossible. And yet, he appears out of the shadows. Blesses Abraham. Receives the tithe of the faithful. And vanishes into mystery. His name, Melchizedek. King. Priest. Enigma. A being so extraordinary. His story could change the way you see Jesus Christ forever. But who was he, really? A man? An angel? Or was he, Christ himself, appearing before Bethlehem? Stay with me until the end. Because this mystery may be one of the most powerful revelations the Bible has ever hidden. The world of Abraham's time was a world on fire. Empires clashed. 9 kings waged war for blood, land, and power. On one side, Kedorlaomer, king of Elam, a tyrant commanding a ruthless army. On the other, 5 kings. Among them the rulers of Sodom and Gomorrah, desperate to break free from his grip. The earth shook with battle. The rivers ran red. And in the chaos, Lot, Abraham's nephew, was captured. But then, the unexpected. Abraham, a wandering patriarch, with no throne, no army, no kingdom, rose against the might of kings. With only his trained servants, he struck like lightning in the night. And against all odds, he won. He freed Lot. He crushed the oppressors. He became a legend. And in the glow of victory, a stranger emerges. No introduction. No lineage. No Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God. Bread and wine in his hands. Blessing on his lips. Authority in his presence. But who was this king? Where did his priesthood come from? Centuries before Moses. Before the law. Before the tribe of Levi even existed. The Bible, obsessed with genealogies, leaves his blank. No father. No mother. No descendants. Just a shadow. Appearing, blessing, and disappearing. Even his name holds secrets. Melchizedek, king of righteousness. Ruler of Salem, the city of peace. But Salem was no ordinary city. It was the seat of Jerusalem, the city of God. The place where the Messiah would reign. The stage of eternity's final act. His kingship was no accident. It was a prophecy. A foreshadowing of the eternal reign of Christ. And then, the unthinkable. Abraham, conqueror of kings, patriarch of nations, the father of faith, bows before him, and gives him 1/10 of everything. A moment so radical, it shakes the foundation of Israel's future priesthood. Because if Abraham bowed, then the Levites, his descendants, were already bowing. If Abraham gave a tithe, then the law of Moses had already surrendered to a higher covenant. This priesthood, Melchizedek's priesthood, was greater, older, eternal, and it came with bread and wine, a scene echoing through the ages, until one night in Jerusalem, when Christ lifted bread and wine and declared, "This is my body. This is my blood." Coincidence? Or prophecy fulfilled? Centuries later, King David wrote the words of a prophecy that rang like thunder. "You are a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek." But who could it mean? Not David. Not the Levites. Only one. Jesus Christ. He was not born of Levi, but of Judah. By law, he could never be a priest. And yet, he is the high priest of heaven. Why? Because his priesthood did not come from earth. It came from the eternal order of Melchizedek, sealed by God's oath, unbreakable, unstoppable. And then Hebrews lifts the veil. Melchizedek, without father, without mother, without genealogy, without beginning, without end. A priest forever, like the Son of God. Was this a man? Or was this Christ himself, walking the earth long before Bethlehem? Some say he was Shem, the son of Noah. But Shem had a genealogy. Melchizedek did not. Some say he was an angel. But angels never ruled cities, never held thrones, never bore crowns. The deeper truth: he may have been Christ himself, appearing in the Old Testament, to mark a priesthood that would last for eternity. And this changes everything. Because if Melchizedek was Christ, then Abraham met him face to face, and bowed before the eternal King. The bread, the wine, the blessing, all pointing to the cross. But this is not just history. It is prophecy. Revelation declares Jesus will return as King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the King of righteousness, the King of peace. Just as Melchizedek reigned in Salem, Christ will reign in the New Jerusalem, forever. No more sin, no more death, no more end. From Genesis to Revelation, the Bible tells one story. The shadow of Melchizedek in the beginning, the glory of Christ at the end, and his priesthood, unending, eternal, divine, still stands today. So the final question is this: what does this mystery mean for us now? It means that God's plan has never failed, that Christ's priesthood is unshakable, and that his kingdom is forever. If you want to uncover more of the hidden mysteries of the Bible, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video, because the secrets we've uncovered are only the beginning.